Hello and welcome to the best places to live and visit in the USA. I'm really excited about this one because I've got Samantha on the show. Hello.
Hello. Hi, James. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Now, you used to live in California and you moved out to Boise, Idaho. So this show is all going to be about the amazing place that you live.
Yes,
So first of all, tell us about a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in Boise.
sure. Okay, so going back, my parents are actually from England, and they I have to mention that because I know that you are as well.
Yes.
They moved over when they were pregnant with me to California, to South Lake Tahoe, and so I grew up in Northern California. Later on in life, moved to Southern California for university, and in 2005, I got my husband and I got married, and we, after a 3-month backpacking trip through Central America, for our honeymoon, we went to Boise for a wedding, his brother's wedding, and we fell in love with it. And we'd been gone from our lives in San Diego for 3 months, so it was kind of a good opportunity to take the plunge, make the move, and we did. We fell in love with Boise and moved from San Diego. And we've been here ever since. Super happy. Love it here so much.
Now, a lot of people are leaving California right now. So don't get me wrong, there's always people coming in, but a lot of people are leaving California. And one of the top places that they're going to is Boise. So why
Yes.
do you think that so many people are leaving California and coming to your amazing place? And why would they come to your place rather than maybe like Texas or California?
Sure. Uh, it's an easy answer for me because when I came to visit, it's just one of those places that feels fabulous. The weather is wonderful. Last time I spoke with you, it was snowing out the window. Today, it's a brilliantly beautiful blue sky day. We have 4 wonderful seasons, and there's just so much to do. If you like outdoor activities, Boise and this general area, it's a really great place to explore the outdoors, go hiking, biking, walking the green belt, floating the river, snowboarding up at Bogus Basin. So much to do. Plus, the downtown area is. I heard someone say it's the biggest small town you'll come across. We just have a really vibrant downtown scene. Lots of great restaurants, live music, Saturday market. Really clean and beautiful downtown area.
Yeah, because when we spoke last time, you were talking about skiing. So you're really close to skiing where you are as
Yep.
well, which I didn't know that you could go skiing where you are.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got a couple of great mountains around us. The closest one is I like to call it our neighborhood mountain. It's just 30 minutes from our house. It's called Bogus Basin. It's a smaller mountain, but it's wonderful. We've had great snow. It's a beautiful place to go. And like I said, just 30 minutes up the hill. So you can't beat that.
So do you get a lot of people, tourists, coming to visit you as well?
I think more and more. When we moved here, like I said, it was 2005, and we were saying, yeah, we're moving to Boise, Idaho, and people would say, Iowa, what? Where are you going? And I think even then at that time, I hadn't heard much about it. I just think now we're kind of on the map, hitting all of these top 10 lists. Top place to retire, top place for families, top place for outdoor lifestyles. There's just so much to do, and so much media right now. A lot of news about Boise. So
I'm,
I
I'm
think we do have
scrolling.
more visitors.
I'm scrolling down all of these pictures, and it
Yeah.
just looks very green and beautiful. It looks like you can go whitewater rafting. Yeah, it really does look. People are out on their bikes. It seems to be a very outdoor area.
Yeah, I think that picture of the mountain biking. So that's a great thing about Bogus Basin too. One of my favorite mountain biking trails is up at Bogus. So in the summertime, they have mountain biking trails. One of them is the Around the Mountain Trail. And yeah, just a great spot. Boise State, there you go. You saw Boise State University, the football, if
Yeah.
you're into college football. The Smurf turf.
And in regards to, I see education. Is there lots of families where you are? Is it really good for someone to go, and is there great schools?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things too for us. When we first moved here, we were just newly married, and we didn't have a child for 10 years. But that, even so, that's my neighborhood right there, actually. That's called Hyde Park, the North End, and that's just our little neighborhood restaurant area. But yeah, great place for kids to grow up. Really good schools, especially here in Boise. Very family oriented. And again, if you're looking for somewhere to kind of get outside and enjoy nature, this is a good place to do it.
So why would you live? I mean, obviously you've lived in California, you know how beautiful it is here.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say the main reasons people are moving out to your area? Obviously, what I'm seeing is often taxes, quality of life in regards to how much house prices are. But what would you say is the main reason why you live there?
I think you're hitting it on the head there. I think a lot of people, quality of life, I would say number one, and then you take that plus the affordability. It's getting pricier and pricier as it's becoming more popular. Our median house price, we just passed 450. Median house price, 450,000. It's up 25% since last year. I think the year before that, it was up 19% before then. So prices are going up, but it's still very affordable. You can get a nice house for 450,000. So I think that's one thing. A lot of people go, oh, okay, well, what I can get for a house here in San Diego versus what I can get in Boise. That's one of the main things.
And my concern all the time with not living in California, coming from England, is the weather. It's great having 4 seasons, but it rains a lot in England. And one of the things I love about living in California is the fact that it doesn't rain that much, so I'm outside all the time. Yeah. So how often does it rain? Do you find that it doesn't? That's one of the big things that I find is I don't want to move somewhere where it's raining all the time.
Sure. Okay, so I loved living in San Diego for that. Wake up, you never needed a weatherman, right? You look outside, what is it going to be today? 72 and sunny. That's what it was all the time living in San Diego. Love that. And I really do, even here, we do have 4 seasons, but they're 4 pretty mild seasons. We do get snow on the ground. When the first couple of years that we lived here, we were kind of excited when we had to shovel our driveway. Now we know that by midday, the sun will melt off that snow and you don't have to shovel it. So there might be 2 or 3 times out of the year when you're really having to shovel your driveway and watch the roads. But otherwise, it's pretty mild and the snow stays up on the mountains, not necessarily down on the streets, which is nice. Rain, it really doesn't rain here very often.
Wow. How is it so green?
It is green. And I mean, it's sunny, the springtime is fabulous. Yeah.
Right.
It's a good spot.
And in regards to any secret places that aren't on the normal touristy map that you can recommend people to go to?
Sure. I don't know if I want to share the secrets. No. One of the best things, if someone's visiting Boise, things are a little bit different this last year, right? But Shakespeare Festival is one of the highlights, I think, of a visit to Boise if you come in the spring or the summer. It's an outdoor amphitheater where they hold plays, obviously Shakespeare plays, but not only Shakespeare. They've got, just a fantastic acting company. It's beautiful scenery and world-renowned plays. It's a really neat thing to do. Another, I guess, secret, if you are into backpacking and hiking, I would say shoot up to Stanley and go to the Sawtooth Mountains. There are some alpine lakes there that are worth a day hike. My husband and I love to go backpacking and wake up next to an alpine lake. Just some of the most stunning scenery you'll ever see.
Great. And what about restaurants? If people are coming to visit, or maybe they live there and they don't know about all the top restaurants, what would be your favorite restaurant choices?
Sure. So that picture where I said, hey, that's my neighborhood area, that was a photo of 13th Street Pub and Grill. And I think that's probably I would say number 1. It's a good spot. And it's a little bit, if you're just coming to Boise, you might not make it into into Hyde Park or the North End, but that's a great place to go. There's another one called Barbacoa, fantastic restaurant, not right downtown, but a little bit off the beaten path. And then 8th Street is the street where lots of great restaurants are. Fork is one on 8th Street that I would highly recommend going to. It's a great, we have lots of great food and like I said, entertainment, culture, all of that.
So one of the features that we do on this show is to see what you can get for around 300,000 and also 1 million. There are places in the US you can get a gigantic home for 300,000. And then there's places like San Diego where you would lucky to get a shack for 300,000. So we're going to get one up here. I'm really intrigued what you can get where you are for the money. So let's share one now with you.
Okay, that one doesn't look much from the outside, but it's it's in Nampa. Yeah, this is one that we helped a seller do a mini renovation on, and yeah, I mean that was a 1,800 square foot 4-bed 2-bath house. Listed it for just under 300, and it ended up selling for I think 320. Multiple offers, of course, very competitive.
So you can get basically a small family home for 300,000.
Yeah, and it depends on the area. If we were looking, you know, in the north end of Boise, you're not going to find that. That's going to be a 800 square foot house you might get for 300,000.
Yeah.
If that would be still tough. 300's hard these days, but that's in Nampa. It's about 25 minutes from Boise, and yeah, I mean, good opportunity. There's a little studio in the back there that someone's renting for $400. So yeah. Also an income possibility.
What about if they wanted to get a 3 to 4 bedroom home? How far out and what communities would you recommend for people to live in? Just, you know, if they want to be close to Boise itself and just on the outskirts.
For that same 300,000,
300,000, yeah,
around there. Yeah. So there are some areas even in Boise that, you know, some communities you might be able to find that more suburban areas. There's a town called Kuna. It's a little bit on the outskirts. It's 30 minutes out. So you get a little bit more rural, and then you might be able to find some more of the 3-bed homes around that 300,000 mark.
Okay, now let's take a look at something close to the 1 million mark. Mm-hmm. Oh, this looks a really nice house.
Yeah, this was one that one of our agents sold, and it's new construction. So brand new home in Legacy in Eagle. I think it's on the water too if you scroll. So that's kind of a nice feature. But beautiful new construction home. This one sold a few months ago. I would guess it would be closer to 1 million now. Actually, these buyers got a good deal in the mid 800s.
Yeah, that's true. Anything that you looked at 2 months ago here is gone up 5% plus. Yeah. It's ridiculous in just a few months.
Yeah, but that's Eagle, and a lot of people who are moving from California and other areas are looking in the Eagle area. It's a nice town just west of Boise. Some great opportunities there. The downtown area of Eagle is really cute and good spot too.
Great. So it does definitely look like you can get more for your money than somewhere like, you know, San Diego in California, but at the same time, it's more expensive than a lot of places in like Texas and Florida, for example.
Sure.
So it seems to be a good midway point.
That's kind of been changing just over the last few years, just again with the notoriety and you know, so much in the news, of course, more people coming and the popularity of it. So demand.
Well, the truth is I'd never even heard of it before I met you. So it's not one of these places that's famous. I mean, if you look at somewhere like Austin, Texas, that 15, 20 years ago, no one was moving there, and it's blown up. There's just a few places that have really blown up in the last few years, and Boise's definitely one of them.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, great. I know that there's going to probably be a lot of people that watch this that are contemplating moving to Boise, and that's why they're watching it. So if they are, you're obviously a real estate agent.
Yes.
You've actually got your own brokerage there. So how are people best getting in contact with you to find out more about what it's like to live there and maybe go and look at some homes?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Samantha Stevens with Capital Group. That's our brokerage. And you can email me, sam@capitalgroupco.com. You can find us on Instagram. You can give me a call.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I still haven't been to Boise, so I really want to come. So in the next year, I promise I'm going to come out and you guys are going to take me hiking and all sorts.
Yes, please do. Bring the fam. Come on over.
Will do. Thank you very much, Samantha. Have a good one.
Bye, James.